is actually
Hi guys, and today I'm gonna be playing Hungry Pig.
Burst open and spilled out. But then there's another part of the Bible that gives.
Okay, what's this?
Matthew's
Oh wait,
gospel says that after
it's
Jesus
a
betrayed
car?
Jesus,
I
he
didn't
felt
know we
guilty.
can get a
So
car
he
in
tried
this
to
game.
return the money that he got from the religious leaders. But since it was
Hi
blood
guys,
money,
and today I'm
they couldn't put it in
playing.
so they bought a field with it.
Dude, I'm trying to introduce my
And
audience.
Judas, because he felt so guilty, hung
Wait,
himself.
I
Here's the
see.
thing. As gruesome as
Got a
these deaths
car.
are, compared to how
Yeah,
most of the other
I
Christians
also
died,
have a car.
Judas got off.
Why is there? Oh wait,
Can't
a
use the
With
car.
the disciples, we find that many of them are
Let's go.
executed in ways
Yes, I stole
we
it.
don't want to imagine,
I stole it.
including the next disciple who's killed in the Bible,
Hey
James,
guys, what?
the brother of John.
Wait,
Wait.
I found
Somewhere
Fox.
near
I found Fox.
According to the
Where
book
do I
of
go?
James is the first disciple to be martyred for his faith.
There's
Acts
Fox.
12 says it this way.
Where
It
do
was
I
about this time
go?
that King Herod arrested some
Oh my
who belonged
gosh.
to the church, intending to
Ooh!
persecute them. He had James, the
How?
brother of John, put to death with a sword. Now, the Herod they're talking about here is Herod Agrippa I, the grandson of
Bro,
Herod.
what do I
He was in
do?
charge of this
Cry
area
about
around the Sea of Galilee and north,
Who?
which is why he was
Oh,
able to
wait.
demand James's death. But here's where things get interesting.
Yo, I see.
According to Christian tradition,
CK.
after his death, James's body is moved and ultimately ends up all the way over here.
Bro, they're dancing.
According to some traditions, James traveled to Spain after the resurrection to evangelize with
Dog.
unsuccessful, which led him to return to Israel. After his death, though, it's said that his body was miraculously transported back to Spain, where it became a pilgrimage site for people
Yeah, I
across the
am.
world. And these are the bones of St. James that are currently
Gosh.
held in the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, which is a site where millions have come to worship throughout the centuries after completing their journey in the And so,
Oh my
even in
gosh.
death, James
Oh.
is still spreading the gospel to generations.
Where do I?
Just like
Where
the
do?
next
Where do we place the
And
food?
Matthew, like
Find it.
James, died not far
Bro,
from his
what?
death.
Oh wait,
According
no,
to
no, no,
tradition,
no! I can't.
Matthew
50.
died in the
No, I gotta.
And
No.
what's so interesting about Matthew's death is that he doesn't die necessarily.
Where is the
because he's a
spot?
Christian.
It's
He actually dies
so hidden.
Bro,
because he's Jewish.
I think we have
You see,
to
years
go
earlier,
in the
around the
house.
time that Jesus
Dog.
died, there were a series of Jewish revolts.
Wait, dog?
throughout the empire. And at one
Where's
point,
dog?
two brothers, Anani
Where's
and
dog?
Anani, ended up defeating the local
Where in
governor
the world is
Babylonia,
this dog?
and were granted the right to govern in that area
Gosh.
as a Parthian emperor, in hopes that this would quell
Riley,
any
there's a
future
wolf
uprising.
at spot.
But when they both died, locals began to harass the remaining Jewish community, and when the Jews attempted to rebel again, they were ultimately expelled from Parthia.
Wait, madam, did you...
This
Let's
is
go!
the mess that Matthew's walking into.
No.
Matthew is a Jewish man preaching a Jewish Messiah, and in this place, he didn't
No.
Matthew learns that the family
Worse,
of the
I'm
king
stuck in a
that
maze.
have all been possessed by demons.
No.
So Matthew goes to free them, and he does. But
Oh
when
my
he casts the
gosh.
demons out, one of the
You
demons
shouldn't even
possesses
stop
the
for a
city,
single
and eventually
second.
enters into the And when that happens, the king lures Matthew into his palace and tries to execute him. He nails him to the floor in a form of crucifixion,
Wait.
and then does something to Matthew that makes his death even more painful
No.
and gruesome than any other disciple. He dumps
Oh!
him in fuel and sets him on
Oh my
fire.
gosh. No. What?
Here's the thing.
Madam
Matthew
Gazelle.
doesn't die.
Bye, Gazelle.
At one
Bro.
point, Matthew begins to pray for deliverance. And what ends up happening is that he's
Where
able
do
to
we
endure the
literally
fire for a
go?
while. And while he does,
It says to
all of the
literally
items
just
in the
run,
palace
that's
are
it.
destroyed.
Oh.
Soldiers
Just have to
are
run
wiped
around the
out,
map
and
without
the king is
dying.
forced to flee
Okay.
until eventually the
Hello,
building
buddy.
is consumed and
Found-
Matthew dies inside.
Stole the
Train.
food of the diner.
Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, that doesn't really sound like deliverance. I mean, he died. But this is where the story takes its final,
Gosh.
amazing, miraculous turn.
They're after
Where's
me.
Fox?
Because after Matthew
Need
dies,
Fox. Yes.
people start to go and touch the remains of his palace.
Yes.
And everyone.
I got a lot of food. No.
And on top of that, the king, the one who set Matthew on fire, gives his life to Christ. And so,
Wait,
like James,
Riley,
even
let's
then,
you have
Matthew
to
is still
collect
spreading the gospel.
28.
And as we
go.
move
You can
into some
have
of the
fun.
other disciples, we begin to see how that gospel spreads farther and farther out into the world. For instance,
I have
Thaddeus,
1 out
also
of
known as
28.
Jude, was said to have done most of his work in the nations just outside of Israel, places like Parthia, where Matthew died. Little James was said to have died spreading the gospel in Egypt. And while we don't know much more about these men beyond these brief accounts, what we
Yes.
do know is that the gospel begins to take hold of
Yes.
these regions.
Gosh,
Spread to
Riley!
is one of the men responsible for taking the gospel to Greece. In the years leading up to his death, John was exiled to the island of Patmos during the
Oh
reign
my
of
God,
Emperor Domitian.
Gazelle!
In
Let's
fact,
go!
it was
Oh,
on this
the
island
dino!
of Patmos
I
that
got
John wrote
oofed
the
by
book
the
of
dino.
Revelation, which actually makes many references to Domitian.
Fun.
Now, fortunately for John, Emperor
I got
Domitian
oofed by the dino.
and when he does, the Roman Senate decides to put an end to Domitian's cruelty,
Mole.
including his cruelty to Christians. At which
There's
point,
mouse,
John is
there's-
said to have traveled to
there's
Ephesus, where he lived
a
out
lot
his
of
days. He worked to strengthen
Grandpa
the churches
Pig.
there and died somewhere around 98 AD. When Trajan became
Wait,
the emperor.
llama?
Despite the
Mouse!
information
No,
we
wait,
have
there's
about
some-
his life, though, little is
No,
known
the
about what
llama's
happened
inside
to
the
his body
house.
after he died.
Wait, pony.
There's no church
Yes.
built over John's remains,
Oh,
and people have tried to find them for
Okay.
centuries with no luck,
Teddy.
which is certainly
I need to
not
find
the case
Teddy.
with our next disciple.
I already found him.
His bones
I
are said
took
to be
him.
located in St.
I'm gonna
Mary's
get
Catholic
llama.
Cathedral in
I took
Edinburgh,
his food.
Scotland.
Wait, I'm gonna get this
This isn't where
guy.
they first landed.
Alligator.
They landed somewhere else, near the
No,
coast.
llama's in.
So the story of Andrew is such that after
They stole
Jesus
the
resurrects,
Andrew
Andrew goes out
Gator.
into the world
Food.
to spread the gospel. And the place where he ends up is a
Grandpa
place
Pig.
called
Whoa, what the-
Achaia.
They all
It's, in
trampled me.
Greece.
They all trampled me.
There, he ends up,
They stole my
being
head. They're
executed.
using it as a
and his
base.
body remains
It's a
there
ball.
for
Oh!
100 years.
Oh my
In the
gosh!
1st century,
No.
where a man named
Wait,
Regulus,
wasn't
a bishop,
sprinting?
Wait, Riley, turn on pig jump
and the dream
scares.
says, I need you to
Huh?
take,
Pig jump scares?
It's on the
Andrew's
top of your
bones.
screen.
and I need you
Oh.
to just take them north. And he doesn't know where that is, but he puts them on a ship, and eventually that ship lands him in the British Isles. And then from there, he just keeps taking them north until finally they find their resting place here. And so tradition tells us that this is the
Uncle
place
Pig.
where Andrew's bones were laid to rest in the 4th century.
I see
But there's
Gazelle.
another story
I
that's
see
really
Gazelle.
interesting that I think helps us to understand the bigger picture of Andrew in this area.
Mm.
So centuries
Mommy
later,
Pig.
King Hungus of the Picts is about to go
Bro,
to
why
battle.
does Gazelle
And
have
as he's about
to
go battle,
always
he gets a vision
be
from
in a
Andrew. And Andrew
a
tells him,
shelter?
"You are going to win."
pig?
And so they go out.
I need
and
to
battle
find
against them,
pig.
And they're winning. And they're and as they look up, they see
Oh my
in the sky
gosh.
They're all eating my head off.
of St. Andrew.
Bye, guys. Yeah.
And it's from that
Bro.
moment forward that Andrew
I'm gonna put my
becomes
volume
the patron
down
saint of
here.
Scotland.
Oh
And
my
if you look
gosh.
today, you see that the X of St. Andrew is on the Scottish flag.
I actually got shocked.
And so whenever the people of Scotland look at their flag, they can remember the story of Andrew.
Now, skeptics will tell you that there's no way that any of this is true. It's all just a bunch of legends that have stuck around for centuries. But if you ask the people of Scotland, they believe it. And they're not the only ones. These traditions are strongly held in Scotland, Spain, and in the location of our next disciple, Thomas. who is
Can't
most
stop
well known for
running.
his missionary journey to India. Now, there are several
I found a
traditions
streak.
surrounding Thomas's time in India. According to one, because of his skills as a carpenter, Thomas was given a commission to build a palace for the king. But instead of building it, he gave the money to the poor. In another story, he encountered a young boy who had died after being bitten by a snake. And immediately, Thomas sucked up the venom, and the boy came back to life. Unfortunately, though, no matter
I'm
how
getting
much he
chased
did,
right
he
now.
too is executed in the end. Like other apostles, Thomas
Whoa.
got in trouble for inspiring converted women to be celibate in their marriages. And in the end, Thomas is martyred, executed for 4 years. Before
Whoa.
that happened, though,
Hi guys.